A new sectional volumes tool has been added to Civil Site Design version 25.1. To access this new tool, you can find it on the Roads tab, Volume Report pull down. You'll see the current volume report still available for users to use, but the section volumes is now found on that pull down. If you're going to access this through Toolspace, you can head down to the bottom of Toolspace, click on the little box icon, and you'll see you've got the original volume report, or you can operate the new sectional volumes form. Once you've opened the form, you'll notice it's fairly similar to the original form. However, there are some significant differences. If we click on Change 10 on this particular road, we're presented with a live view of the subgrade of our template that's being applied to this particular string, and also polygons representing the different areas of cut and fill. To help visualize this, what we can do is go to the Settings tab just up here on the top, and we've got a number of different display tools you can turn on and off. So what we may do is turn off the subgrade polygons, and then we can see the areas of cut and fill. Have a quick look at the calculation method video that we've done, which explains, using these polygons, how the areas and the volumes for each section are then calculated. We'll just turn the subgrade polygons back on, head back to the sections list. The software will automatically, on any road string, trim out the intersections. So when we're looking at these values here that are in these red rows, this is where the intersection is being created, and therefore the subgrade for the curb return is replacing. We'll just move this over to one side so you can see this particular road. The subgrade for the road will begin at either one of these curb TPs, and that will vary, but what it means is we will not calculate the volume in this area with the intersections being trimmed. You'll note that we now provide you with a visual. Because those curb tangent points could be in different positions, we will only calculate the road subgrade where the road actually begins. So on this side, on the right hand side, that curb subgrade would stop slightly shorter than the left. Therefore, we have introduced the road subgrade at this particular point only on this half of the road. Just some notes about how this works. If you do happen to apply stripping through the design data form, which is what we're now displaying on screen, that stripping value will be applied to the calculations for all of your sections. On the right hand side, we have a viewer, which can also be accessed by right clicking on any one of your road strings. This viewer, what we're calling the Multisection Viewer, will present to you all of your cross sections for your string in one single environment. So this is a cross-section window viewer for all cross sections, which, as you can see, I can zoom in and out of and view all of my individual cross sections in this one single environment. This form also has some extra benefits in the sense that you can also export this particular output in this viewer as a DWG file. We'll click cancel on that. There are some additional options in here to change some of the visuals and change some of the spacing. So if you did want to plot these off to a DWG file, you could change how that output is set up. The material totals are listed for you, assuming you've applied materials to any part of your string design. The material totals are listed for you at the top. We've also got section extents. Now, this did exist in the current volumes form. However, now we give you a few more options to control the extent of the volume calculation. If we click on Add, you'll be given immediately an option to control the left side of the design based on a cut and fill condition, which is based on the centerline code. So in this case, my centerline code is actually in fill. So what I'm going to do is say on the left side, if my centerline is in a fill situation, I would like to restrict the design based on a code, an alignment, or a width. And if we're going to the left, you can see that width is -15. So we also have the option of an alignment to control the extent of the volume calculation. If I pick code, and then here now pick LEB, and then click on calculate string, my volume calculation throughout the entire extent, if the centerline is in fill, is now being restricted to the left edge of bitumen. And you can create multiple copies of this, so if you wanted to basically control the volume calculation to ensure that regardless of where the centerline was in cut or fill, it was always the left edge of bitumen, you could add another entry in there.